My name is Dominique Genot. You are here in Caiarossa, a young estate which is located in Riparbella. We are on the Toscan coast. It's on the territory of a DOC named Montescudaio. And here in Riparbella we are cultivating this vineyard since a little bit more than 12 years now. And the estate is owned by Eric Albada, who is the same owner as Château du Tertre and Château Giscourt in Margaux. So this very young project is driven with the biodynamic method since almost the beginning, since 2001. And we have a few very particular characteristics here. And the first one is to have a lot of different varietals. That's something which is very particular for this region, and actually on the first 12 hectares of vineyards that has been created in 99, we already had 11 different varietals. So today we have 16 hectares in production, and with those 16 hectares we're making 4 wines, 2 red and 2 whites. The whites are a very small amount, we're making only something like 3,000 bottles of white, so we are much more focused on the reds. One is called Pergolaia, it's our second label, and the main wine is called, like the winery, like the estate, it's Caiarossa. And Caiarossa, it's made from the 8 red grapes that we are growing here. So it's kind of Châteauneuf-du-Pape of Tuscany, it's something quite original. So with those 8 varietals, we have the one behind us, which is Cabernet Sauvignon, and then 3 other varietals from Bordeaux, Merlot, Cabernet Franc and Petit Verdot. Then we've got a part of the grapes which is typical from Tuscany, it's Sangiovese, of course. And then the rest is more coming from the southeast of France with Grenache, Syrah and Mourvèdre. So with all those 8 grapes, we're making a blend every year with always different percentage of the wine, but we will try it later, so I'll speak about that afterward. Concerning the vineyard, something we can see from here is that it's a very narrow vineyard. We've got a very high density of plantation. We are around 9,000 plants per hectare, and this is not very common here. And everything is driven biodynamically, as I said before. So we are working on the ground and on the relation between the ground and the plant, and we try to help the plant in its natural environment. So the fact that we have so many different varietals, it's coming from the fact that we have a lot of different situations in terms of ground, in terms of exposition, and in terms of altitude as well. So we have basically 11 different situations, like terroir, we would say that in French. So the main component of our terroir is mainly the clay. Depending on the situation on the slope, the percentage of clay can go from a small 20% up to 50%, which is very high. So those grounds are not easy to plug, easy to work with, but they are very interesting in terms of potential, especially for the reds. The area where we have the whites, they are much more characterized by a lot of calcareous sand, so white ground with very, very high minerality to give to the Chardonnay and Viognier specifically. For the reds, we are so much more on clay, and some parts, like where we have Syrah and Sangiovese, those grounds are with a lot of stones, lots of gravels. It's almost similar to some ground of the Medoc. And well, I think that's the main characteristic.